It's been 1 month since I bought this wrecked Ram 2500 for $9,000. If you're new here, last video, we took apart the whole front end of this truck. That included the whole core support, the whole intercooler, the radiator, all this piping had to be taken off. This fan was damaged, needed a new fan clutch, and it needs a new hood still. Now I'm back up here, back at my dad's shop, a bunch of new parts, tons of boxes, a new hood, mirrors right there. In the last video, we took apart everything that needed to be taken off the truck to get the fan replaced, which was what needed to be replaced. That was the farthest in and closest to the motor. Also needed the fan clutch, which we replaced, and a new belt on it, which is gonna make moving it a lot easier. But for today, and in this video, what I'm hoping to accomplish is put the new radiator in, the new intercooler, the core support. I've got a new air filter, a couple little odds and ends, and if I can, I'd like to service it. So what we're first gonna start with is I'm gonna move all of this stuff. We're gonna move this hose for the transmission cooler, and I've got a new radiator support, core support, fully assembled. I got it off of a breaker's truck from a wrecker's yard. Got that for $100. Super good deal. It's all intact. Has a little bit of wear on it, but the main thing is that the bars are not bent like my other one was. Along with that, speaking of parts, I got a super mint hood. I know it looks really dirty in this picture and in this video, but it is perfect. So we're gonna get that new core support on here, roughly mocked up, put it in, and then we're gonna put the fan shroud in and kind of start getting stuff roughly placed where it needs to go. All right, so this actually goes in pretty easy. It's got little guides right here. So that's like roughly in. Nice. That wasn't too bad. Okay, let me get some bolts to hold it. It's interesting because all the bolts for this thing go through the back. That one's in. Now, this little apron has a slight bend, just a little. I think it's gonna be fine if we don't bend it back, because honestly, this should pull it back into place. Got to get the rest of the bolts. That's why it's hitting stuff. I left the bolt in there. Small little hiccup. Had to get these bolts back here set. Had to get these little plastic tabs in. Make sure all that stuff's good. I'm gonna zip the bolts in really quick. So there's these two, there's these two, these two, these two. I'm gonna get all that zipped together. I think we can grab the fan shroud and the radiator and toss those in. Okay, we might not be putting the whole front support on. So there's this gap right here, which I kind of suspected happened when it got hit, is that when it pushed this bar and it pushed that one in. So that's kind of bent. Up here, it's a little bit, but it's not bad. As you can see on this side, it's just a small gap right here, and then right here, it's just a little bit, just because I haven't tightened it. So I'm gonna take off all of this again, and we're gonna see if I can add some heat and pull that out. Let's just see what that did. So I just loosened this bolt right here that's holding it on the frame. So that helped. It like shifted like an inch, so. Yeah, I'm gonna check this bolt too. This one looks fine. That one was like, this one was like shifted back. Oh, it won't even line up now, that bolt. So we're gonna have to pull it out. See if we can get like a big pry bar. Trying to see if I can get the bolt back in it. 'Cause yeah, if you stand on this side and look at this one, it's getting there. Honestly, I'm thinking about, what's that?
Does it fit?
Yeah, it fits, but this is bent right here. That's bent there compared to this side. And see, I'm thinking there's some heat, but I have those longer screws and I wonder if it'll, he's got something. So try that before we break anything, because I do not want to break this. It only needs to go about an inch. Yeah, when I just released the tension off this bolt, it came back a ton. What do you think?
From there?
There's this, but I don't want to break that. That'll break.
Yeah, that'll break.
And just put it around the chain.
Well, put a
bolt through
bolts through it.
Yeah, that should work good. 2 bolts. Just got to get it wound up on itself, right? There we go. Okay, let's see what this thing does. A little more. Okay. Let me see if I can get the cab bolt in. That looked like it did a lot. Yeah, see, you can see this is where it kinked. It actually needs to come out. Yeah, I can see it. So maybe crank on it a little.
A little more out, more straight.
Yeah, so the bolt is on the back side of where it should be. So it needs to go just out.
Just now it needs to come out straight, right?
Maybe you could use a pry bar and I can get the bolt started. Okay.
I didn't mean to jump in on you guys, but
No.
like,
I needed some ideas on how to do it, so.
I've been...
It's just not going the right way. It actually needs to go like that way.
That way?
Yeah, so like honestly, we need to pull it that way.
Over to there.
Yeah, because that's where the bolt hole needs to go. We got it way better than it was. Hard to see, but we got it actually on and out to this side. Got to tighten those up, but that core support's on. Huge progress there. Had to use two different come-alongs, one right there and one clear up here to pull it enough out to get the cab mount back in right there. I'm gonna mock up where the fan shroud goes and then do a rough dry fit of the radiator. Next step is gonna be getting this radiator test fit. Looks good. Carefully. Okay, we definitely did not have to pull that completely off and then put it all back again because we didn't move these out of the way. That didn't happen. Get it in there without damaging stuff. What I end up doing on this is pulling it out because you got to get it in this spot right here in these little grooves. And it was hitting the fan, so we just pulled it off again and put radiator in it. So now we can slide it in and it's not gonna hit the fan. Pop these in here so it doesn't go anywhere. And everything so far is lining up really good. So that should be good. We'll tighten up this again for the 100th time. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put the rest of these bolts in and we'll kind of readjust things back on, put hoses back on, and then I gotta put the fan shroud in, so. Thing I did off camera is I put on the new mirrors. Went with like a black and a chrome on top. Got the radiator in. I realized I'm gonna have to back this out again. I've taken this thing out like 5 times now. It's getting old really quick, but I don't have enough space to put the fan shroud in because it has that lip right there. So I'm gonna have to back it out a little and I can put the fan shroud on, then I can start hooking some more stuff back up. But the radiator looks really nice, and I think the front end is coming together super good. Okay, like I said earlier, I've got to take this apart again. I've taken this apart so many times, but it's got to be done. I got to take it apart, at least loosen it back, put the fan shroud down in there. And so I'm going to get this set up, drop the fan shroud down in there, and then we'll see if we can get the intercooler on. I just need you to hold this.
I don't know, how heavy is it?
It doesn't have to go super far. I don't want to take this off again.
Are you sure you got everything in place?
No, that's the thing.
Well, look and see first.
Not sure if I
Fan.
got... I'm so tired of taking this thing off. I've taken it off 1,000 times. Radiator is in. Yeah, got the wiring harness up here that needed to come up here. Fan is in, the fan shroud, and I hope I don't have to take this out anymore. I shouldn't. Let's hope. Yeah, this is all tight. That's tight. They're all just hand tight. Got the fan plug plugged back in. I'll get the rest of this core support tidied up. This thing's been a challenge, honestly. There's been some hidden stuff I didn't know about till working on it today. That frame damage was interesting, but so far, I think when this is done, this is going to be a good truck. Haven't decided yet what I want to do with it, honestly. Part of me is thinking, keep driving it or drive it for a little while. Part of me thinks, okay, let's maybe flip it. I hope this is the last time I have to take out these core support bolts ever, because this, just in taking off this big support bar right here that holds all this stuff, I've probably spent at least an hour just taking it on and off and on again. But that's how it goes. This is what you get when you buy something off of auction that's been in a crash. So okay, that's on. That was a bigger pain than it should have been. Hopefully this thing is not damaged. Shouldn't. Roughly in the right spot. That's the idea. But good thing I didn't put it on, because this little AC thing's got to go in there. Tell you what, this project I'm probably going to put stuff on and take it off about 10 times. Don't lose the 10mm socket. You can put together half the cars in the world with a 10mm socket, and that's about it. Okay, we are rapidly running out of daylight. So we got the intercooler on and roughly put into place. Got the boots on-ish, not tightened yet. This one is, this side is good. Got the radiator on with the hose. That one's good. Just need to get this bolt in. So I'll tighten that up. Then I'll get the one for this side, tighten that up, and then start plugging stuff in. But gonna do a few little things off camera, and we'll come back tomorrow morning when it's bright outside. All right, good morning. It's the next day here. Plan today is to resume putting the intercooler in. Gotta fasten up this, and then we're gonna kind of roughly mock up where the transmission cooler is gonna go right here. So I'm gonna get this all tightened up. I gotta tighten up the bolt on the boot. Soon after that, we're gonna get the hood taken off, put the new hood on, and then I'll go grab some fluids for this thing. They don't have to be super tight because they've got those big bushings on them, but yeah, shouldn't go anywhere. Yeah, that's sweet. Is the final piece of the cooling stack needed to finish this thing. I think the bolts for this are just in the other one, so I'm gonna go take the bolts out of the other one, get them swapped over, get this roughly mocked up, and hook up the lines. Also, if you're still here, you're still watching the video, I want to say thank you. If this is the kind of stuff that you like, you want to see more, make sure you like and subscribe down below, leave a comment. Let me know stuff that I'm doing wrong. Yeah, if you're liking what you're seeing, leave a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe. Okay, well, I found the bolts. Might not look like it, but yeah, it's like 30 degrees this morning. Found it. This is what I was looking for. This long. Nice. This is kind of funny. So if you can see right here, when you take off the cooler, since this is the high side, all the transmission fluid, you can see there's a mess that drains out. So what we did is just get a tube, cinched it down as tight as we could on this side, and then left this side open. And so it's mitigated a lot of the risk of it leaking, but it still leaked plenty. Okay, I can still move that intercooler. I need to tighten that. Maybe it should be a little loose. I don't know. It's on. I got it. So I had to take off the whole little bracket thing. Okay, so I did a little bit off camera. Needed some help from my dad, but we got the transmission cooler and AC condenser on. Got everything hooked up and plumbed. All these plugs. So I think I'm going to put the air box on really quick with the air filter, and then we should be able to get the first startup. So let me get that stuff done and then see if this thing turns over. All right, we're just getting this stuff topped up on fluids. Figured it'd be kind of boring just watching all that. So filled up the coolant. Yeah, it's topped off. So now we're just gonna check the transmission fluid because I lost a ton from when the cooler was off. Gonna add like half of this. I think it lost about 2 quarts-ish. I don't know. These things don't like being low on fluid. Let's see if we can do this without making a mess. Oh yeah, that's at least half the bottle. Maybe put a little more in. Okay, it's pretty full, but it's gonna have to put some through the transmission cooler. So let's fire this thing up. Let it pull all that in there. We're gonna let this run a little bit, pull the fluids through, and then we'll come check it again. All right, we're gonna take this hood loose. I'll have to do some prep on the other hood. Well, it's got the brackets already on it, or the hinges. I just need to take them off. And then there's nuts right behind you on the, and then my gun has a 13 on it. Oh, it's gotta go your way, looks like. It'll work for now. Hold on, let me put the rams on just so it helps you out. Okay, I'm gonna back it out. Okay, first drive. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, shifting fine. Good oil pressure. Hopefully the hood doesn't fly off. We just secured it down with some bungees, but they're strong ones, so it should be good. Cruising at 50. So far, so good. Moving through the gears, great. Wow. Okay, here's where we got to. I got it full of coolant, transmission fluid, air filters changed. You guys saw in the previous couple clips, we went and drove it. Everything was fine. There was a little leak on this radiator hose, which I swapped out the clamp, and it seems to be fine so far. We put the new hood on, which looks so good. With the new grill and the bumper on and powder coated black, I think it's gonna look really good. So what's left? Headlights obviously need to go in. Got some routing for the wiring to do. I gotta fix this bad plug right here for the headlight. Somebody cut it or it got damaged in the accident. Gotta put this side headlight in. I've gotta put the grill on and the bumper on, at least for the time being. That'll kind of wrap that up. I got these mirrors on and the interior is basically put back together. That being said, the other thing, I need to figure out what to do with this tailgate. I might just get a new one. I might see if I can pop that out. I may end up getting a new rear bumper. Let me know in the comments below on wheel and tire options. I may just do like a simple level kit and then put some different black wheels on it or something like that. Haven't decided yet, but other than that, most stuff is pretty good. Besides, there's one bigger issue. So up here, you can see right there at the downpipe, it's cracked. Okay guys, here's where we're at. There's still a bunch of the front end to be put together. I also found an exhaust leak that needs to be taken care of probably first. Hopefully in the next video, I'll be able to put the bumper on. I can put the grill on, adjust the hood, adjust the fenders, put the headlights in, hook all those things up. Hopefully by next video, should be able to do that. And hopefully by next time I can find a tailgate or a solution for that. But honestly, the truck runs really good. Super happy with how far I got this weekend. I was just here for not even 2 full days, a day and a half. So being able to accomplish this much in a day and a half has been really, really good. Also, some people might be asking, what's the benefit of buying stuff off of auction? So a similar truck like this, so it's a 2012 Dodge Ram 2500 with 168,000 miles. Now, to some of you, it might seem like a lot. To those who are familiar with these type of diesel engines, they know that they can go for a really long time if they're taken care of. So roughly market value for this kind of truck, clean title, I would say is probably close to like $25,000, roughly. And this looks like it has a little bit of mods, which sometimes can add value, sometimes can't, depending on where you live. Reason I bought it, I wasn't even intentionally going to buy it, but I got it for a really good price, which is $9,000. Now, I think that's a pretty good deal. And right now I'm in it a couple thousand, maybe $2,500. I'll do a full price breakdown in the next video where you guys can see exactly what I spent up to this point. Benefits to buying these kind of trucks is basically the price and the cost. So if I wanted to buy something similar like this, like I said, I would have to spend close to $25,000. Now, I'm in it for about half of that. Rebuilt title, after it gets title work done, it won't be worth exactly 25. So it'll maybe be worth 18, maybe 15 to 20,000. There's kind of a range depending on how clean it is and how nice I can get it. That's kind of what fair market value will be. That's a little bit of kind of like my why. I love wrenching on stuff and fixing stuff and figuring out problems. And this has been a little bit of a challenge for me. Definitely a bigger challenge than my last one. Yeah, I'm also really torn on what to do with this. I have no idea if I want to keep it, if it's going to be a flip, if I'm going to drive it for a while. I can't really decide, honestly. I like the truck. I think it's really cool. And this is kind of a truck that I've wanted for a while, but I also have really big plans for this channel. I have a lot of other cars and other things that I'm looking at that I would like to buy, and flipping this might be the way to fund that. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you think I should keep it, if I should flip it, or if I should just make it really nice, clean up everything, get it as spotless as I can, do like paint correction and paint matched fenders and wheels and tires and a lift and all that stuff. I'm really torn. I can't decide. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any suggestions or anything that maybe I've missed in this video. If you like what I've been doing with this and you want to see more of it, if you enjoy any of this type of content, drop a subscribe. And if you are feeling very generous, leave a comment. But yeah, next video, hopefully we can get the whole rest of the front right here put back together and get the grill on, bumper on, all those things, and hopefully get this to a point where we can go get it registered and do all that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a few weeks. A little sneak peek of next video.